Here's to George, the curious little monkey. He's so full of curiosity. Here's to George, the curious little monkey. He's as curious can be.
Curious George rides a pony. George, said the man with the yellow hat, today is the pony race at the country fair. Let's go. So off they drove in their little blue car. Look, George, said the man, there's my friend, Mr. Finelli.
I'm glad you came,
said Mr. Finelli.
but I'm worried. It's almost time for the race to begin, but my son Nino is not here. He is supposed to ride Star. I have to look for him.
I'll come with you, said the man with the yellow hat. You stay here, George, but don't get into trouble. When they were gone, George picked up some hay and gave it to Star. The pony ate it right out of George's hand. Then Star reached down and licked his face. George had made a friend. At the starting line, the riders were getting their ponies ready. The starter was waving to Mr. Finelli. "Finelli, I want to talk to you," he shouted. "I see an empty space in the line. Where's your son?"
He'll be here any minute,
said Mr. Finelli.
Could you wait a little longer?
"Absolutely not," shouted the starter. "When I wave this flag, the race begins." Mr. Finelli walked Star to his place. He was worried. George was watching. While the starter was busy looking through his binoculars, George climbed up to the platform and waved to his friend. But his friend wasn't looking. So George picked up the starter flag and waved it back and forth and back and forth. Maybe the man would see him now. The riders saw the flag, but they thought it was the signal to start the race. They were off, and Star was off too, without a rider. The starter turned to George. "What did you do?" he shouted. "You messed up my race." George was scared. He jumped down from the platform, ran along the track, and climbed up a tree. Now he was safe. The ponies were racing down the track. Star was last. When he passed under the tree, George jumped down and landed right on his back. Star ran faster now. George and Star passed the other ponies one by one. There was the finish line. Only one pony was still ahead of them. Star ran faster and faster. Now he was neck and neck with the other pony. Hooray! They passed the last pony and won the race. The crowd cheered. Mr. Finelli and the man with the yellow hat came running over.
You did it,
shouted Mr. Finelli. Star licked George's face again. Then the starter of the race came over. "You shouldn't have waved my flag, George," he said, "but you did win the race." Then he gave George the cup. The crowd clapped and cheered.
There's one thing you forgot, George,
said Mr. Finelli, and he gave him a piece of sugar. George knew just what to do.
Coming up next, get set for wet and wild fun with Ariel and her ocean floor friends in The Little Mermaid. After that, it's DuckTales, right here on Disney.
Ever wonder where dreams come from?
I am the exclusive holder of the official map of
Nightmare Land?
Set out with Little Nemo for adventures in Slumberland.
Stick with me, kid. You'll be a prince of mischief.
Thursday at 3/2 Central on Disney. Tomorrow night on Magical World, it's a night of rodents on the run.
I love it. I love it.
First, Dave's gone away.
This is fantastic. Perfect.
Now the chipmunks are gearing up to play.
The fun has just begun.
It's a high-flying chipmunk adventure. Then, Fievel and family are off to find their fortunes.
Let's celebrate.
And they're heading for the Wild, Wild West.
It's too tough, kid. Get out while you still can.
Toodaloo.
An American Tale, Fievel Goes West. Tomorrow night on Disney. Movies every night at 7, 6 Central. Sunday, for the first time on television.
Hey, I want to talk to you.
Just when Max thought his problems couldn't get any bigger, he discovered a super-sized solution.
I am Kazam.
I'm really happy for you.
Now he's got a genie with good intentions.
You're like really lonely or something?
A secret plan.
And I can't get back into my box until you make your 3 wishes.
And a bad attitude.
I own you, don't I?
Technically.
It's a surefire shack attack. Kazam! Sunday on Disney. Movies every night at 7, 6 Central.
And now a song from the exclusive presentation of James and the Giant Peach.
Bright lights, big city, that's where we gotta go. Where the food is great and the bugs are so pretty. I like to get my arms around 100 or so. I'd hug them, squeeze them, hold them tight. Sleep all day, dance all night. I want the bright lights and the big city. That's the life for me, yeah. That's the life for me.
You little maggot, have you never seen the moon gliding across the western sky? A dead oak tree by the waterside, putrid vapors rising.
Elegant conversation.
Bright lights, big
An
city.
elevated point of view.
That's where I go.
Intellectual stimulation.
Yeah, maybe for you.
And someone you love to share it with you.
It would be wonderful, wonderful. That's the life for me.
Cool, that's a life.
That's the life for me.
There's no pile of debt.
That's the life, that's the life, that's the life, that's the life.
Don't miss the exclusive presentation of James and the Giant Peach, all this month on Disney.
Coming up next, get set for wet and wild fun with Ariel and her ocean floor friends in The Little Mermaid. After that, it's DuckTales, right here on Disney.
Hurry, hurry, step right up. There's something for everyone. Step right up if you like peaches or penguin beaches. If you swim with whales, if you like tall tales. If you're a movie buff, if you like frogs and pigs and chickens and stuff. There's something for you on Disney. If you like to laugh, if you have a pet giraffe, if you love adventure, if you wear dentures, if you play hacky sack or want to be like Shaq, step right up. There's something for you on Disney.
Where did the cannibals stay when they were eating the clown? Does this food taste funny or what? What is a skeleton's favorite instrument? A trombone. What did George Washington say when he chopped down the cherry tree? It was an accident. Why did the dog jump in the lake? To catch the catfish. Why do birds fly south? Because it's too far to walk. Once there was a girl with blonde hair, and she came into a store, and one of the people that worked there said, "How do you get so blonde of hair?" She said, "It's natural." And then a brown hair came into the shop, and the same person said, "How do you get so brown of hair?" And she said, "It's natural." Then a green hair came into the shop, and the same person said, "How do you get so green of hair?" And she said, "It's natural."
Starting Sunday, Magical World of Disney is coming to you from Disneyland's new Light Magic Show. It's where light turns night into a magical adventure. And for the first time, you'll get an exclusive sneak peek of light magic when we introduce Disney's Magic Week, a week full of magical movies. You'll see movies with wizards and witches.
Hello.
Sorcerers and Santas.
Fat boy.
Some weird and wild meanies.
I'm right here if you want me.
And the biggest of genies. Magic Week, a powerful brew of magical movies from Disneyland's Light Magic Show. Cool. Starting Sunday, movie magic on Magical World of Disney. Every night at 7, 6 Central.